Eventually, I stand again, slow and unhurried, warmth still lingering in my muscles from sitting too long under the blanket. There's no rush today, no meetings, no deadlines, only the gentle, unbroken rhythm of a slow, restful break. A week meant for rest, reflection, and small, deliberate pleasures. A week meant to be lived slowly, warmly, intentionally. The kitchen smells of yesterday's baking, still carrying the faint warmth of the oven. Pies cool on the counter, pumpkin, apple, and pecan spices curling into the air like gentle smoke. I press a fingertip lightly into the pumpkin pie crust, releasing a small puff of cinnamon, nutmeg, and butter. I taste a small bit, letting it melt slowly on my tongue, grounding me. It tastes like home, like tradition, like a quiet, comforting pause settling in. I move carefully through the kitchen, tucking pies into containers and labeling them. Even these small tasks feel ceremonial, a quiet act of care, preparing gifts for myself, family, maybe a neighbor or two. The washing machine hums nearby, low and steady, spinning towels, napkins, and tablecloths, a rhythm that matches the beat of the week. I transfer the laundry to the dryer and linger a moment, letting the heat seep into my hands, imagining the warmth it will carry to the table and to guests. Light filters softly through the cloudy sky outside, muted and gray. I turn on a lamp in the bedroom, amber glow spreading across the walls, casting the room in gentle golden light. The bed is made, sheets smooth and cool, but I imagine them warmed later by bodies and blankets, laughter and quiet rest. Pillows are fluffed, sleepwear folded neatly, thick socks stacked on top, waiting for long walks in crisp autumn air or late-night conversations. The closet stands open, sweaters hanging in quiet rows. I reach for one soft, oversized, heavy enough to matter, and pull it on. The warmth settles instantly around my shoulders, perfect for walks, for carrying grocery bags of fresh ingredients, for cozying up with a book by the fire. Outside, the street is slick with rain, leaves tumbling in slow spirals. I step into the damp air, scarf wrapped snugly, sweater sleeves sliding over my hands. The smell of wood smoke drifts faintly from chimneys, blending with damp earth and fallen leaves. At the corner store, I pick up a few extra items: cranberries, butter, apples, and a small pumpkin for decorating. The clerk smiles and asks about my plans for the week. I answer slowly, savoring the exchange, feeling the unhurried intimacy of the moment. Back home, I light a candle in the living room. Its flickering flame dances across the walls, casting shadows like playful spirits of the season. I set a few small decorations: a garland of dried leaves, tiny pumpkins on the mantel, a bowl of nuts on the coffee table. Each addition feels deliberate. Each object a small celebration of the time, of autumn and comfort. The house begins to glow with festivity, though quietly, in its own unhurried way. Later, I begin baking again. Small batches of cookies for the table. Lavender, pecan, orange zest, chocolate chip, each cookie shaped and placed with care. The oven hums a low, comforting song. Steam rises from trays as I pull cookies out, warm and fragrant, carrying scents that mingle with pie and candle wax. I taste one carefully, letting butter, citrus, chocolate, and nuts coat my tongue. The warmth spreads slowly through me, like a soft, edible hug. The next morning, the world is dusted with frost. I wake early to prepare for a celebratory meal. A slow breakfast, warm bread, honey, cinnamon tea, is followed by a walk through the quiet neighborhood. Leaves crackle underfoot. A neighbor waves from across the street. I wave back, smiling at the way time seems to stretch, the way ordinary things feel more significant during a special week. Back inside, the kitchen becomes a symphony of preparation. Roasts, stuffing, pies, and cookies fill the air with spices, butter, and sugar. Music plays softly, a mix of jazz and old favorites. The house feels alive in a gentle, organized chaos, festive yet calm, celebratory yet intimate. Family and friends begin to arrive mid-afternoon. Hugs, laughter, the soft shuffle of coats and boots across the floor. Children run in small spirals, giggling at their own jokes, their excitement filling the house. I watch from the kitchen, folding napkins, adjusting placemats, stealing small bites of pie when no one is looking. The warmth of bodies, voices, and shared presence builds steadily, like a fire catching. The table is set. Candles in the center flicker, casting soft light across plates, glasses, and the roasted centerpiece. I carry trays of food one by one, the aroma of vegetables, stuffing, and roasted meat mingling with the scents of pies and cookies. Each dish is a small labor of love, a gesture of care. I pause for a moment, hands resting on the edge of the table, and take it in. The colors, the smells, the sounds, the people. Dinner begins with gratitude words, said aloud, some carefully planned, some spontaneous. Laughter bubbles between bites. The children tell stories. The adults share memories. Someone pours wine. Someone else offers cider. The conversation drifts and returns like a tide, gentle and persistent. Between courses, I wander briefly to the window. Rain or frost, it doesn't matter outside. The world moves quietly, slowly. Inside, everything glows. After dinner, the dishes are cleared and desserts are brought out. Pies, cookies, a few candies, even whipped cream for those who dare. Everyone takes small portions, savoring slowly. I sit back in a chair, hands wrapped around a warm mug, watching the conversation continue. The light flicker, the warmth spread. Later, the children curl up with blankets on the couch, stories unfolding on screens or pages. The adults linger over coffee, tea, or a digestive. Music threads its way through the room, low and comforting. I pull a blanket over my lap, sink into the couch, and taste a small piece of pie. Cinnamon, nutmeg, butter, the flavor lingers long after it's gone. Outside, the rain or frost continues. Leaves tumble. The world is quiet, slowed, ready to rest. Inside, the house is full and warm, alive with presence, memory, and celebration. I close my eyes for a moment, letting the warmth seep into my chest, my shoulders, my hands. The week stretches ahead, slow, deliberate, full of small, meaningful joys. I wander later to the living room again, dim lamp glowing, candlelight flickering. I adjust the decorations one last time, savoring the small perfection of the moment. Quiet conversations drift from the kitchen. Laughter, clinking dishes, the scent of pie still lingering. I sit back, blanket pulled tight, sweater heavy, pie plate warm in my hands. The break stretches ahead, unhurried, full, golden, and luminous. I let it hold me, body, mind, and heart. Outside, the world waits, patient and gentle. Inside, everything is ready, celebratory, cozy, alive with warmth. And I breathe, slow and deep, letting it all settle, letting the week live in every corner of me.